Let's.
Okay. The Chicago Harm Reduction Alliance that I made up.
Hi, this is your pal, Luna Rail from Agitator Gallery. Today I'm here with our very good friend, Erica Ernst, or
Entropy,
from the Chicago Recovery Alliance. We want to introduce a very special project that we've had up for a while now. In the kitchen of Agitator is a harm reduction suitcase, which is a collaborative effort between Chicago Harm Reduction Alliance and Chicago Recovery. Yeah, you know what? It's okay. We'll go with it. Chicago Recovery Alliance, because I'm awful in front of the camera, right? And with our, of course, with Joey, the Harm Reduction Chihuahua. Joey doesn't give two fucks about taking a bite out of crime, but what he does care about is saving lives and doing harm reduction. So Erica,
Joey is wearing a naloxone vial, which is the life-saving medication, which is also in Narcan nasal spray. Yay, Joey, saving lives!
Yeah!
One person at a time. Woo!
Okay.
So we'll start our suitcase tour with Narcan, which is the, some say, easier to use nasal spray. And I will show you what it's like. It has 2 nasal sprays in it, and it's meant for one person who is overdosing. And when a person is overdosing, they are non-responsive to yelling and stimulation on their breastbone or right here. And you're worried that they might be overdosing, which could be anybody. You never know. So inside is 2 little nasal sprays. They're easy breezy to use. You just stick the little noggin up the nose, spray, and that's it. It's just one spray, and then you wait 2 to 3 minutes, and hopefully someone's giving them rescue breaths if you're comfortable doing that in the interim, because they're usually not breathing very well, and oxygen is the issue. And if you're comfortable, call 911. Get EMS response over there. You can say, my friend's not breathing. You don't have to alert everybody that there might be drugs in the area. The other option is the injectable, which can look like this in a handy dandy brown nondescript bag, or a more elaborate ABCs of overdose container. This will have 3 little vials of naloxone in it and 3 muscle syringes. So you would draw up the vial, you would inject it in the back of the arm, the inner side of the butt or the thigh, right through the clothes.
Large muscle.
Big muscle, but not the inner butt. You don't want to hit a blood vessel. Also in there are several ways to use drugs, because everybody uses drugs in some way. This includes a snorting kit that comes with 3 straws for you and your friends to have different colors on any given day, a little faux razor blade made of plastic, a little faux credit card so you don't get powder all over your nice credit cards, and usually it also has water or saline to flush your nose afterwards, because you don't want all those crusties up in your nose.
Or if you're preparing a safe, sterile injectable.
You would then put the sterile water in too, yeah. So the next kit is a smoking kit, and we give out straight pipes, which are often used for crack, a little bit of chore boy in there, a mouthpiece and a push stick, and we usually throw in an alcohol pad in case you are sharing your pipe so that you don't transfer things like Hep C to one another. And lastly, we have injection supplies, because people often use them for hormones or for drugs. These are one example of syringes.
They're very small gauge. They're a lot more comfortable than a big intramuscular gauge syringe, for example.
We have a tourniquet, just like at the doctor's office. You strap up, you get your vein nice and plump, you get your shot, and then you pull it off with your teeth so you don't push against your vein. We've got little cookers where you cook up your drugs, like the lovely Luna said. You put the sterile water in. You put a couple of little cottons in, and you put your syringe in and draw up through the cotton, and you get rid of some of the adulterants that way.
Be very careful
Heat
not
source.
to touch. Yeah, be very, very careful not to touch the cottons with your bare hands. That's really important. Oh, we have other things here too.
Well, lastly, we have little sharps containers because you don't want used needles floating around. And condoms and lube, because safe sex is awesome.
Yep. We have a sticker or two, I think. At least in this pack here, just because it's a good thing to have. Chicago Recovery Alliance, and also the Chicago Drug Checkers. I think we have something.
The Chicago Drug Checkers are awesome. They're at several agencies, including Chicago Recovery Alliance, where you can go and get non-plant-based medicines tested. We also have a few test kits where at home you can test for benzos, fentanyl, or xylazine. You just cook up your substance yourself and check it out with these test strips. You'll notice the test strips are meant for urine. They're meant for shaming you and examining your pee, but they are also handy dandy to check your drugs yourself and see what you're getting. But the Chicago Drug Checkers also have fancy machines like an infrared mass spectrometer that can really look in and see what your substance is either before you use it, if you have a new distributor, or after you use it and you were like, that was a great supply, what was in that? Or that was a terrible experience, what the hell was that? Or somewhere in between.
Cool. And just before we show the very last item, we'll take a moment to say, please take a look at our suitcase back in the kitchen. We all do, or many of us do sex work, many of us use drugs, and we all love you, and we're really glad that you're watching this video.
We want you to be safe and keep on living and live as best you can. And we know that the pursuit of sex and drugs and pleasure is a human need and desire.
And a human right.
And come by Chicago Recovery Alliance anytime. Our schedule and our people are at anypositivechange.org.
Online.
And online, yes, .org, online.
And now we have a very special holiday wreath. Even though it's after the holidays, it'll be the holidays from our friend Lizzie
Our friend
Kapolsky.
Lizzie Kapolsky made us this lovely festive harm reduction wreath because any festivity, you have to bring the harm reduction. So we've got syringes, Narcan, a meth pipe, naloxone,
pipe,
straight pipe, and test strips because the party's not complete without all of that.
Okay. So for ourselves, myself, Luna Rail, Joy the Harm Reduction Chihuahua, and our human friend Erica, or Entropy, thank you very much.
If you're looking for me online.
Take care, be safe.
Bye.
Oh, good.